Alongside Cheryl Pounder, I'm James Costantini. EA Sports has a treat tonight as we're heading to the coast for a showdown. You've been waiting for this all day. I've been waiting for this. Cheryl's been waiting for it. Oh, no. The Admirals start with possession as we are now underway. Makes it look easy with the glove. Costantini's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle. We're still in the early stages of this period. Still no score in this one. Morrison's won it off the faceoff. The Americans have it now. The Admirals gain possession. Denied by the defender. Nice block. Big time stop. Jostles the puck loose. The Admirals played along the wing. Here's a howitzer at the net.
Costantini's been so impressive, in particular in that last sequence, James, and he's out of gas. It didn't prevent him from making that save, but now he's going to get some much-needed rest as that puck heads out of his zone. I really want to look at this last save again, James, because this is about taking it to the next level. When you have this level of competitiveness, athleticism, and desperation and urgency in your game, you know that goaltending coach, they can't just teach this. This is instinctual, and this is what winners are made of.
Face-off coming up here. They were buzzing moments ago.
Yeah, they really were, and it's a tough spot for the goaltender. Everyone else can change, but he can't. He's got to out-battle his opponent now.
And that goes off a player in front. Scores! And just like that, we've got our first of the game. Pounder didn't even have a broadcast headset on.
I was just putting it on, James. That was incredibly fast, and the coach couldn't have drawn it up any quicker. They say, hey, let's get off to a good start. I'd say they just did. Well, that's just a great backhand shot. He recognized where it was. It was in a great placement to be able to shield and just get it off quickly. He surprised the goaltender.
The Admirals were looking for a good start in this one, and they have certainly accomplished that with the first goal of the game just minutes in.
Well, you know they would have talked about making sure that they establish some presence and some pace in the game, in particular in the opening frame, James. But to get up a 1-0 lead on your opponent just minutes into the game, that is a fantastic start.
Sends it into the offensive zone. Taken along the wall by Morrison. Tokarski's going to elect to slow things down a little and get the whistle.
Well, he hasn't been really busy this period, James, but he's mentally focused, makes a nice save, and holds on for the whistle.
Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Here's a pass in front. What a chance, but they can't connect. Streaking into the attacking zone from the right. Oh, how did he get a piece of that to make the save? Norfolk's up here in the first, and they could easily be up by more based on what they've done offensively. Montgomery's got it. Now they'll look to see what they can do with it offensively. Came up with the save on that play.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off, and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you, and he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
Allen's got the puck in the defensive end. Norfolk's got control of it now from their own end. Here we go, odd-man rush. Puck grab by Montgomery. With the stop. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Past the midway mark in this period, the Admirals lead it 1-0. Allen's got the puck after winning the defensive zone faceoff. From the slot. Away. McDonald's lugging the puck. And they'll battle for that loose puck along the boards. Quick feed to Caron. Steps across the blue line. Shot! He scores!
Well, you can't worry about what happened in the game, James. It's all about what they do now. Staying in the present. That's exactly what they've done, and they've got the equalizer. That's what you call having a knack for the net, James. When you get in tight and you're sniffing
got to be feeling good after evening the score here in the first.
Yeah, it's always about the next shift, right? And it's about the response to a goal against, and I think they've had a valiant response here. You've seen the impact as shifts go out there, and they're able to generate some momentum with some sustained pressure, and they find a way to put it in.
Norfolk's got it along the wall. Monstrous hit on his part of the corner. Puck sent over to Morrison. Here's a chance to make something happen inside the neutral zone. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Off target. Allen's got a hold of the puck now. The Americans cross the blue line and are on the attack. Shakes off the coverage. Here's a shot. Tried to put it in the side and missed.
Well, there's a recognition that he didn't have much room. Gets a little bit fine and just misses wide.
That knocks him off the puck. Moves it to Morrison. Good solid check and he loses control of it. Stopped by the goaltender getting a piece of that one. From his own end, he picks up the puck.
Tokarski's been a reason why his team's in the win column. I mean, he's done everything he could between the pipes, as indicated by that save right there. Every time he's between the pipes, he gives his team an opportunity.
Period number 1 in the books. First intermission entertainment is on deck here. You can also have time to go grab a drink, grab a hot dog, and we'll be back with period number 2 in moments.
For information on the stars of tomorrow today, check out page 21 of the program or our website for profiles on farm team members.
And we are just moments away from the start of period number 2. We are underway, still tied up here in the second. All right, partner, we've got a pretty good sample size of what we've seen in this one tonight. Your assessment?
Costantini's been so impressive tonight, completely dialed in right from puck drop, cutting down his angles and making sure there's no second shot opportunities.
And with that strike, they got in front.
Well, I really like their game tonight. I mean, you always have to manage the ebbs and flows, but when you grind away and you continue to trust the process, you get opportunity and they convert it on it. Well, so many goaltenders love to drop to that butterfly position and make themselves as big as possible. That's what he does. He tries to cover up the majority of the net, but there are some holes, and the shooter finds one.
Norfolk's rolling now, having taken a 1-goal lead here in the second.
Well, yeah, there's got to be a wave of momentum that continues to push and press now, James, as they seem to have control of the game right now. They can't give any momentum back to their opponent.
Right through center and into the offensive zone. An easy save by Costantini. Puck is frozen and we get a stoppage in play. The Admirals continue to lead here in the second period as they have been the busier team in the shot department, and it shows. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. Denies that opportunity. Denies it again. Puck picked up in the open ice. That's a solid hit. Norfolk's got possession of the puck. Oh, and he whiffs. The Americans will play it from the defensive zone. The Admirals have it against the wall. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. He says, let's get physical on that play. Allen's on the attack. Comes up with a stop. Norfolk's got the puck. They've got the defense outnumbered. Grabs control of it at the point. Here's a blast. Misses a golden opportunity there.
Sometimes when you have the puck on your stick in a primetime scoring area, it's not about...
Oh, and it goes off the outside of the post. Stones him in front. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off. More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. Norfolk's got a slim lead. They lead it 2-1. The Americans win the draw, and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Oh, what a save as it denies them again.
What a sequence. I mean, he's been outstanding making consecutive saves. I mean, his defense, they got to start playing.
Trying to clear the puck. Well, they can't clear, but they maintain possession. Sends the pass over. Norfolk's got the puck here in the open ice. Moves it quickly over to Gavlis. Steps into the offensive end. With the backhand! And he shuts the door again!
Oh man, he's so dialed in, makes consecutive saves there and keeps his team in it.
The Admirals scoop it up along the boards. Oh, the home team is reeling here inside the defensive zone, and the fans are nervous. Tonight with the save! They are really putting on the heat of the ozone. And it's picked up by the defense. Oh, monstrous hit right there. And the defenders take possession. Allen's got it in their own zone. Moves it up through the middle from the right. Norfolk's got a hold of it along the wall. Here's a chance. Oh, it comes up with nothing on the play.
Sometimes players get into those scoring areas and they try and get a little too cute, and that's a result right there, not hitting the net.
Norfolk's got the puck in the corner. Scores at the buzzer, and they get one.
Well, coaches always say the first minute and the last minute of every period are critical. Well, now they've got momentum heading into the next frame. They got to carry it forward. He's going to get this on and off of the stick on the backhand in a hurry here, James. Really nice play, knowing where everyone is, in particular the goaltender in that low slot area.
Deliver an absolute backbreaker with that goal here late in the second.
Well, it certainly adds a buffer to that one-goal lead, doesn't it? And it certainly changes the mind frame. What it can't change is the way that they're playing. They got to keep the foot on the gas here and get themselves to the intermission.
There it is. That's a wrap for period number 2. Both teams will get a chance to get a little breather here, and we'll come back. Third period action next.
Throughout the arena and at our main store. Pick yours up before their history again.
Time to drop the puck here in period number 3. Well, the moment of truth for both teams here as we are underway in the third. Okay, we played 2/3 of this one here tonight. What do you make of what you've seen in this one?
The Americans seem to have an attack mentality in this third period here, James. They're losing, they're trailing, but this is a close game. They're still in it. So they got to find some bite to their game and look to get some quality shots off. They haven't had enough. There's been no volume, and they really haven't tested the goaltender.
Turned aside by Costantini. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Oh, what a stop! We got to stop it as the puck sails over the glass. The Admirals have been bringing the fire offensively tonight, and they lead it early in this third. They win the draw and go on the attack. Way too much congestion blocks that. Puts it on net. Glove save made by Costantini. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. Lots of time left in this period. It's a 3-1 hockey game. Lots of offense already. Nice job tying up his opponent. Allen's in transition. Takes a shot. The Admirals have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Gaining momentum along the wing. Oh, tried to put it in the corner and just missed.
Well, there's a fine line between scoring and missing, and that's inches right there. A good release shot, but unable to get that net.
Costantini's got it, and he's going to hang on as we get a whistle.
Well, he's been dialed in right from puck drop, and he has been under siege, James. Nice job to hold on to that puck. Now they can hit the reset button.
Norfolk's been the better team tonight. They have turned good defense into solid offense, and they lead here in the third. And now it's grabbed by Costantini. And that's stolen by Chyzowski.
Norfolk's working hard in all areas of the ice. Defense is structure, and it needs to happen in all 3 zones. When you're talking about stick positioning, you're doing a great job of taking away passes.
Nearing the midway mark of the period, the Admirals have been getting solid offensive contributions, leading 3-1. Adeniye is taking it from his own end. Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. Hargrove. The Admirals have it from their own end. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Norfolk's got a hold of it against the wall. And off the side of the net it goes. Looks to pass it to Montgomery. Norfolk's got the puck along the wall. And he gets in front of that. In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. More than half the frame has been played here. Norfolk's got a 3-1 lead. McDonald's won the draw here in the defensive zone. Allen's got a hold of the puck. Scrum along the wall. Quick pass to Hargrove. The Admirals get a hold of the puck along the boards. And he gets just enough of it to keep it out for the back of the net. Quick pass across to Hargrove. Moves along the boards with some purpose. Slides it across. Stopped by the goaltender.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high danger area.
Sends a pass over. On the attack along the boards. Oh, and he lines up his opponent perfectly with the hip check. Quick shot! And that caroms off a body in traffic. Spinozzi's moving the puck through his own zone. And the puck clears the zone.
Norfolk's top line has been just that tonight. They've contributed offensively, and they're a reason they're in the lead.
The Americans take it across the blue line. The Admirals get a hold of the puck in their own end. Look out! Blocker save! Allen's goalie is on the bench. The extra attacker has jumped into the play. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Swing and a miss. Scoops up the puck behind the net. The Americans gain possession along the wall. Glove save, and he made it look simple.
Tokarski's been really sharp tonight, James, and just have a look at his save percentage, and he's making the stops that he needs to. Man, his team's played well. They've got going north, they've created opportunities, and the reason why they have a healthy lead.
Morrison's won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. Oh, a true warrior to block that. Fires it into the offensive zone. Allen's got the puck along the boards. And that's stolen by Young. Sends it in deep. The Americans look to start the transition game. Straight up the middle. Here they come. Slides the puck over. Denies the chance by blocking it. And one last save. And they'll drop the puck one more time before this thing concludes. That's all she wrote from this one. Norfolk's offense came out in full force tonight. They put a lot of pucks on net, and they get the win.
Yeah, and they deserve the win here, James. And they put a lot of pucks in net. They weren't all quality, but they found ways to generate rebounds. When you generate rebound, they had the urgent few strides to be able to collect and recover the puck, to keep going. So they kept presence, they kept pace, and they found ways to wear down their opponent.
Well, and that brings a fun night of hockey to a conclusion, and we will say goodbye. She's Cheryl Pounder. My name is James Cybulski. Thanks for joining us from all of us here at EA Sports. Good night.